I have no idea why. Every time I'm gonna have to figure something out because that is getting really annoying to me. So irritating. 1, 2, 3. So annoying. It's like, bro. Like I want to go live for a reason. Like, why are you stopping the live? Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's my operating system that I'm using, but it's just really annoying. And I'm just like, yo, chill. Cause now I gotta go in this other group. I do apologize though. It is quite annoying. Like, I'm over here sitting thinking everything's all good. Little do I know. Ooh, I forgot to send this link to one place. Alright. Let's go ahead and get things started. I'm sorry, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, ABK, and thank you for checking out my intraday/day trade analysis. I do appreciate everybody. Let's go ahead and get things started with the DXY. So, as I was mentioning last week, or not last week, on Sunday, I had mentioned that if anything, price would have came and stopped over here at this previous supply zone. But I doubted it, and then price indeed did keep going bullish. It came, made these equal highs, double top, and then dropped down. So if anybody would have possibly tried to trade any double tops or anything like that, or double bottoms on Euro USD's case, you would have most likely profited. But let's go ahead and remove that from here because it's not needed right now. But right now, what I'm seeing on the DXY is that it's made this big drop, like pretty decent drop, and it looks like it might want to either A, continue going bullish right now because I do like the price action that I'm seeing, or B, it's just going to make a small retracement that continue falling. But I'm bullish and I'm still in my USD related trades, so I'm going to just keep holding, and I expect them to keep going bullish, right? Going on over to the 30-minute time frame. If I take this, let me just go ahead and take this fib because don't need it. But if I take from this low to this high where price did indeed make this bullish move, we could see that it's already came and tapped at this 71% zone from this low to this high, the retracement. It's already hit the 71%, and it's the price action that it's made while it's doing that is telling me that this potentially is going to go bullish, right? So if anything, what I'm really trying to see is price just, I mean, at this point, take off really. It is holding at this small resistance right here, so that's something that you definitely would want to watch out for. But other than that, like I said, it would have to break through this resistance up here as well, which again, I don't really care for resistance like that, but I expect price to continue going bullish. You know, I don't expect anything to really slow down. I think this is going to keep going and then end up coming up to this supply zone that I already had mapped out. You know, I still want to see what price is going to do once it gets up here because it is respecting this trend line right here, and it does look like this is a rising wedge type of pattern, but who knows, right? Who knows with the DXY, right? As of, there's a lot of confluences that telling me this is going to keep going bullish. When I go on over to arbitrage on the daily time frame, we can see that price has came up to this RSI line on the 1 hour time frame after calling for the sell. So you don't, heck, maybe it's gonna sell off from here. But the way how this looks, it looks like prices already did come in, indeed hit this like take profit where I would usually take profit at, right? So I don't know too much about the 1 hour time frame on the DXY. 4 hour time frame looks like it's bullish. It looks like it's gonna keep going bullish. I wouldn't dare try to sell this off the 4 hour time frame for sure. Daily time frame, ooh, so daily, and even if we look at yesterday's daily candle, like if we look at yesterday's daily candle, it looks like price wants to fall off high key. It rejected off of the RSI line and it's hit the upper danger zone. Even just the way how the candlestick looks, it looks like a shooting star. I mean, you know, like let me go over here, zoom in, and take off the drawings. Yeah, it looks like this thing just wants to real life keep, like, I don't like that candle. That candle is not appealing to me, but the fact that the 50 EMA is holding, I like that. And with all the other confirmations that there is, I definitely want to see this continue going bullish. So let's see what happens. I'm not going to get out of the trade based off of what the daily candle that showed, because the previous daily candle looked decent for me to keep on selling, you know what I'm saying? So again, just going to leave, I'm definitely going to leave DXY alone and just keep holding my trades that I'm in, you know, like going on over to Euro USD. I'm still in this sell, and I've been in this sell for so long, but I do expect it to keep falling. Like, but again, the daily time frame, the way how it looks like it might want to keep going bullish, but I'm not going for it, you know. I'm not gonna get out this trade just because I feel that way, you know. Like, I'm gonna keep holding it, and it's just, it is what it is. Price is holding at the 50 EMA. Let me go ahead and hide this because I'm pretty sure everybody knows my entry and stuff like that. Price moved 60 pips and my stop loss would have been at break even at like 85 pips, so I'm still holding this trade. And even right here, like, same thing, guys. If I go over to the 30-minute time frame, reset the chart, from this high to this low, it's already hit like the 71%. Again, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, and then immediately after, price actually came in and dropped. So that's something you definitely want to watch out for. That's something that you definitely want to be like, okay, do I really want to try to buy this? Because it does look like there are some buy opportunities. On the 30-minute time frame, it broke through this previous higher low. So I mean, high, like lower high, they made a lower low, then it broke through that. So I mean, it could definitely come back just to retrace and then go bullish, but I'm not looking for a bullish Euro USD, quite honestly, especially since, like, on the where the 50 EMA on the 1 hour is, on the 4 hour it's rejected off of it, on the daily it's rejected off of the 50 EMA, like, and then again when I go over to arbitrage, daily time frame is calling for a buy, but that's just about it for me. Like, it's rejected off of here. Again, this is something that I'm definitely watching for, because it could definitely indeed go bullish with the price action and the confluences that I have. Technical analysis is not giving me it. That's why I'm trading only with the 80 pip stop loss, right? 4 hour time frame, it looks like it wants to keep dropping, but it's rejecting off of this lower danger zone here. So that's something you definitely want to watch out for. And the 1 hour time frame, it's rejecting right over here. So you know what, honestly speaking, it's just because of the way how the price action is and from where things rejected off of. But this looks like it might go bullish, because the 1 hour and the daily time frame, they're lining up, but that 4 hour is what has me twisted. And even the 4 hour time frame is rejecting off of here. But again, the way how the trend is and everything, I'm not so certain if Euro USD is gonna keep buying. I don't think it is. I think that the DXY is gonna gain in strength, and you know, I'm gonna just hold my trade. You know, I'm just gonna keep holding my trade. AED USD. This is gonna, and you know, this just, I feel like it's gonna keep falling, and I'm stand on it. You know, AED USD. It looks like the bear flag that I had mapped out on Sunday is indeed playing out, although it took forever. But yeah, like, you see, this, and that's the reason why I didn't want to even trade it. But yeah, AED USD looks like it's gonna keep falling. Again, I want to see what's going to happen down over here, 0.72100 more than anything off of AED USD. I wasn't really looking for any trades for me personally, but if you wanted this, you could have definitely, like, I mean, even if you would have taken this, you would have been in some drawdown. But if you trade a bear flag, like how you would usually, how somebody would trade a bear flag, if you try to get in on the breakout, your stop loss would probably be up here, and then, well, for me, I would take the trade all the way down here because I have to have a 1 to 2. But you can have a measured move on that, whatever. But yeah, AED USD, it looks like it's gonna keep falling, like for sure, which might mean that the US indices are falling. I'm gonna check that out. But let's see what happens. But AED USD, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, it's just gonna keep falling. Nothing's really telling me to try to get into this. Looks like a very nice bear flag on the 4-hour time frame. Daily time frame, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, 50 EMA is still holding. I feel, yeah, this might be dropping lower, and it might even come lower than this, but just because of how the daily time frame looks like and the structure that is broken, I'm gonna see what's up. Arbitrage. Yeah, 4-hour time frame, same as Euro USD. It's holding at this lower danger zone, so that's something that I'm definitely like watching for. But I think it's gonna keep falling, and these confirmations are showing that it's gonna keep falling as well. Daily time frame holding at this RSI line. Again, this is a tricky situation for me because I have my edge telling me, oh, this can possibly go bullish on the daily time frame, but then on the lower time frames, it's like, nah, this thing is gonna go bearish. And the weekly time frame at that is still holding under, just like I said on the weekly analysis. It's under the mean line, so this can definitely keep dropping. And with technical analysis, what I have, I'm not so certain that AED USD is going to go bullish. But if it is going to go bullish, this is probably the only place where I would look to buy it. You know, that's me personally. But I don't think it is. So yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, that bear flag definitely looks like it's getting like it's going to get got. It's going to keep going to the downside for sure, in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at UCHF. I was playing around with UCHF yesterday, and I was saying, where's it gonna go? Is it gonna come back down over here to 0 points? And I'll show you guys why. So let me go ahead and take all that off. All right, so UCHF, beautiful buy opportunity here. I had mentioned it last week, and then I talked about it a little bit more on the weekly analysis, but beautiful trade opportunity. Was risking about 30 something pips. Price has gone up to 78 pips. I had mentioned if you're in the trade, make sure to take some partial profits because you could see some retracement, but it looks like right now price might just be doing like a bullish like a bullish pendant type of thing. I don't really care for pendants like that, but I mean, I draw them out because it's basically just two trend lines and waiting for the breakout of whichever way it goes. But yeah, I expect UCHF to continue going bullish, at least. And the reason why I had mapped out those fibs like how I did was because, let me delete this pendant right here real quick. Ooh, I forgot to do something. Hold on. I know, totally random, right? But I just thought about it. There we go. So yeah, the reason why I said that, oh, let me draw out that fib and see what's going to happen with it, is because if you take a look right here, from this high to this low, the way how price moved bearish like that so hard, came up and made a retracement, didn't hit my 71%, so I wasn't able to make like a quick intraday trade move, right? Ended up hitting that 71% and then dropped, came to the 23% twice, didn't come back to these equal lows, but you know, it was just a move. It was just something that I was paying attention to. But regardless, I do still think that UCHF is going to go bullish. Like I said, that pendant, it just looks like it's going to continue. If I were to really try to trade this, I mean, I'm not necessarily a fan of buy stops like that. But if anything, I would probably just put a buy stop right there at 0.92400 and take price to the upside. That's what I would probably do. But it's not even worth a trade opportunity in my eyes to do that. So let me go ahead and see what we have on arbitrage, because arbitrage could possibly give us something. I doubt it though, to be quite honest. 1 hour time frame, trying to set up for a sell. I'm not so certain about this sell though. Like I mentioned, it just bounced. Like, this would have probably been a good buy entry right here if you were trying to get into a buy. Not so crazy about the sell that's trying to play out, that is trying to set up, but nothing is literally confirmed. Literally nothing's confirmed. So I mean, hey, if you want to try it out, you can go ahead and buy it and try to get a stop loss at 0.91950 or something. But I'm chilling on my entry. Price is still hovering around this upper danger zone. I'm not liking that. Still hovering around there, but on the weekly time frame, price is still bullish. I'm still holding the buy. So that's for UCHF. That is for lovely UCHF. If it would have retraced, even if it still retraces from where it's at, I expect it to come to like 0.91766, which my entry is right under it. I'll probably literally add another entry there and have my stop loss like either A, 0.91482, or B, I'm gonna put it where my previous entry was at and then just keep trading it, you know. But indications are showing that it's gonna keep going bullish. Therefore, I'm still going to hold my trade. I'm gonna go ahead and actually set an alert for the sell, so that if it does activate, then I'll be like, oh, I gotta go. So create alert. Once per bar close, create, and then we will see what happens. All right, so let's go on over now to SPX 500. All right, S&P. All right, so I thought it was gonna keep going lower and hit this buy box right here. That's what I've been waiting for personally, for the likes of 4,400 to go and get hit. But from what this might be what this might be, I don't want to call it, I don't want to say that this is a stop hunt, breakout, retest, continue. Nah, I don't think, personally speaking, I would still want to see this continue falling to down over to 4,400 for sure. But I cannot ignore the fact that this could possibly be what's happening, although it's only making lower highs and lower lows. Because as you can see from this fib, price rejected off of this 71%. So this looks like it's going to keep going lower in my opinion, and that's exactly what I would rather prefer it to do. Right here would have been the best possible entry, 4,480 for a potential sell, and it looks like I would want it to continue falling, honestly. But I do know that this possibility does exist as well, where the breakout or the fall, a retracement, it could be a fake out from this support right here. But I really do have my doubts about that. Like, that's why I'm not even gonna try to say that this is gonna go bullish, because I don't want it to go bullish, first of all, and second of all, it doesn't look like it's gonna go bullish. 4-hour time frame, same thing. 1 hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, 50 EMAs, price is broken under those, and price is still like this 50 EMA on the 1 hour is still right there, but I still want this to fall, like no cap. I do know, yes, there is a possibility of price just holding right here from that support that I just like deleted, right? I do know that price can definitely come back up. I mean, come back down like this, come back into this zone. If it holds, then yeah, I'll probably look for a buy. But if it doesn't hold, like I said, I'm looking more for sells on this than anything else. So with that being said, that's on S&P 500. I'm looking for the drop more than anything, but I'm not trying to get into sells right now, because it's still iffy, you know. Like I said, it could literally come back in between this zone of 4,461 to like 4,454, hold, and then go bullish again. So yeah, same thing with US 30. Like, look, it just came at this demand zone right here and held pretty nicely. And it's gone, and it's like, it looks like it's gonna keep going bullish possibly. However, from this low, from that high to this low, price is rejecting off of this 61.8 zone right here. So that's something to definitely watch out for if you're trying to look for buys right now. But I wouldn't try to get into a buy regardless. I'd be more interested in sells than anything, because I would still want price to come down to 34,271. So that's just me though. Like, you know, I'm not really too crazy over neither of them. Let me go back to S&P and actually look at arbitrage, because I don't know why I didn't. Alright, so 1 hour arbitrage is definitely calling for buys. And when I see stuff like this, that makes me just want to get into a trade where I'm just like, alright, this looks like it's going to possibly hold. I'm going to put my stop loss right underneath this, this wick, you know, and then take my buy all the way up to those highs. If S&P goes bullish like that, it's just going to keep going, in my opinion. And I feel like it actually is going to keep going. So yeah, 4 hour time frame is very much bearish, but is rejecting off of the second deviation. It doesn't look like to me, there's no confirmations on the 4 hours saying that it's not going to go bearish, so don't try to get in that. And the daily time frame is holding. This is what I was saying, if price holds right here on the RSI line, like how it's done multiple times in the past, then I really do feel like that the S&P can go bullish. So no cap, I'm probably going to try to get into this trade. Like, honestly speaking, I'm probably going to get in here and have a tight stop loss to 1 to 3. I'd probably end up, I'd probably end up taking half of my profits up here or something like that, but really holding this trade, because again, this could be a turning point. Like, it just looks like to me that this just wanted to come to these lows and make a morning star pattern. That's exactly what it did right here. So I'm mostly bullish on the S&P right now. And you know, it's not even a bad thing for me to be bullish on it right now, because this thing still has some retracing to do before it might drop again. You know, it could more than certain, like, yeah, it's gone up to 61.8. Well, no, it hasn't gone up to 61.8. What I'm talking about, from this high to this low, it still has some retracing that it could do up to 44,498. So, you know, it's not even a bad look for the S&Ps to go bullish, but it's kind of iffy. And Dow Jones, let me go on over to arbitrage. 1 hour time frame called for the buy. This doesn't look as good to me as with US 30. 4 hour time frame is looking better for potential, like, oh, it looks like it might try to go bullish type of vibe. But the daily time frame, it definitely called for this sell, and if anything, I would not even try to trade US 30. So S&P is probably the play that I'm going to try. Well, not probably. I am going to try it on the 1 hour time frame. You know, I'm going to go ahead and set an alert to tell me to get out. Although I'm pretty sure by the time it does tell me to get out. Oops, what am I doing? By the time it does tell me to get out, I'd probably be out the trade. So let's see what happens with this though. I really do like this opportunity on S&P. Okay, USDMXN. The pesos. Again, this thing is not moving, dude. I'm not trading this. It's not moving. It's just consolidating so much. And if anything, if I were to go on to the 30-minute time frame, I just don't like how it looks, honestly. Like, it just keeps holding at this zone, and that's not like a good sign to me to try to trade something like. I'd rather wait for some type of breakout to happen before I try to get in. But as far as I'm concerned, this thing looks like it's gonna keep falling. Looks like this might be a bear flag, or like maybe even, you know, let's see something. No, it just looks like a bear flag to me. So at this point, hey, if you want to buy up to this highs, then sure, you can play the range, because that's what is. I mean, at this point, that's what I feel like it's doing. So if it's gonna keep doing that, play the range. But I'm not trying to trade it on it, quite honestly. All right, let's look at gold though. So gold, I had talked about this in the next wave chat, and it looks like it's playing out really nicely. Rejected from that 71%, 1798 with this bear flag that I had talked about on the weekly analysis, and it looks like it might be continuing to the downside. It looks like it's playing out pretty nicely so far. I didn't get in, unfortunately. I could have got in right here too, but it's all right. But yeah, I expect this to keep falling. The bear flag, like I said, it looks like it's gonna play out, and so if it does, then I expect price to keep, you know, make another lower low. Let's see what happens though, because it is, I cannot deny that it is holding at this support. But you know, what could possibly happen? A stop hunt, breakout, retest, continuation. That can definitely happen, but I'm not really so sure if it is. So let's see what goes on though. I'm leaving it up here so that if it does happen, then we know what's gonna happen next, right? But I'm more bearish on it than anything. So I mean, hey, bearish, like for those who like playing these bear flags. Oops, did not mean to put the second one. I mean, sure, why not? I would, if it was me, I wouldn't put my stop loss all the way up here, because that's 219 pips. I mean, if it was me trying to trade this, I'd probably do something like this. No cap. And even that, it's barely getting to a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. But I mean, gold doesn't look terrible. I think that it's definitely gonna probably end up breaking out to the downside today. But I mean, that's if I wanted to trade it like with this bear flag. I'm not so certain I would want to sell at a support like this. But the price action that is showing, and it's how it's rejecting off of the 50 EMA like that, with the 4 hour getting rejected up here, price came close to it, then fell as well. On the daily time frame, price is under the 50 EMA as well, rejected off of it multiple times. I would say that it's going to keep falling. But again, I'm not really too crazy a fan of trading bear flags like that. I would have rather gotten in right there, if anything. So that is with gold on RB. I mean, on technical analysis on RB. It's calling for a sell. I would not trade that. That's just not that's not my place to trade it. Right here, I wouldn't trade this either, but it's still calling for that sell. Setting up for a buy possibly, and it's been rejecting off of this RSI line for 1, 2, 3, 4 past 5 days. Right? I expect it to continue holding under and to keep falling like he. This is not confirmed. The level pro is not confirmed yet for a sell, but the arbitrage Z is. So yeah, I'm definitely looking more bearish than bullish on gold. So let's go on over to Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin is holding above this 50 EMA on the daily. I love to see it. I love to see it, right? This has been consolidating for the past couple of days now. It looks like it's a bear flag, unfortunately. It really does look like it's a bear flag. So we're just gonna have to see what plays out over here on Bitcoin. I do like the current price action. This wick is insane. This wick is insane. Wow. It said bullish and yeet to the downside. Okay, but I like what it's looking like right now. It looks like price, if price, I would want to see price continue going bullish from here, but if price holds right there, I wouldn't be surprised either. Let me see what this looks like. Yeah, it's holding right in that fib zone with these bears, and the daily time frame on arbitrage is also calling for the sell, and I've been talking about how it's rejected off of that supply zone up on those highs. So if price holds here, then Bitcoin might make a fall. Who's down to get in this out with me? I'm gonna risk like 1% off this trade, I swear. Who's down to get in a sell with me on Bitcoin? A little intraday move. I mean, not intraday, because it could definitely take like 2 or 3 days to happen. But I have 40,000. I have 40,000 written out for a reason, because I do want to see if from this high to this low, the fib retracement. I'm pretty sure that's what I have right here for that 40,000. So that's what I'm really wanted to see. So I'm definitely down to take a sell right here. So let's see how things play out. The current price actually doesn't look too great for me to try to do that on the 1 hour. The 4 hour, it looks very interesting as well with that wick to the upside, and it closes in 15 minutes. So I'm pretty sure it's going to close with a wick like that. So I'm definitely going to try to get into this sell on bitty Bitcoin. Daily time frame on arbitrage, like I mentioned, it's calling for the sell. It's already done the break retest. If anything, I would have wanted to get in up here at 47,000, but it's all good. Magenta candle yesterday, but the wick is what I'm looking at, kind of. But you know, the level pro, arbitrage Z, they're both bullish, so that's other things that if you want to be careful, don't try to sell it quite yet. 4 hour time frame might be calling for a buy shortly. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and send an alert on this actually, so that if it does call for a buy, I might get into a buy opportunity, high key. But it depends on how it looks, right? So let's go ahead. Once per bar close, 1 hour time frame. I would not have traded that. Yeah, let's see what happens. If that 4 hour time frame calls for a sell and I'm still in it, then I'm definitely gonna get out the trade. All right, let's go on over to Ripple. Ripple was in the same jazz basically. It looks like this is gonna keep falling. It's just been consolidating, so at this point, the same thing is like bearish flag. This yeet. Man, it's crazy. Holding above the 50 EMA, so that's a good sign on the daily time frame. But if it falls under, then it's not gonna be the greatest, you know. But we'll see what really goes down. Something that I wanted everyone to be aware of is that, again, the 61.8 from this has hit from this bullish move from when price broke out from 69 cents to the upside. 90 cents can still come get hit before our price makes another try at the bullish run. But again, these things have hit the supply zone, and the price action they're showing is not the greatest, you know. So just be wary of that. Just watch for that. Ripple, I had talked about this sell on the daily time frame. This is where I would have wanted to get in, but I think I got in somewhere like around here or something like that for the sell. I think that's the same thing I had mentioned, and you know, it looks good for the sell, just like how it kind of looks good for the sell on Bitcoin. For price to drop down 64 cents still is a stretch. 90 cents would be where you would want to watch out for, but 64 cents, I don't know. These cryptos, just like I keep saying, them hitting this supply zone and falling the way how they did is not a good sign to me. Ethereum came back up to this 61.8 at the supply zone, but again, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling these cryptos for the buys right now. You know, you call me whatever, but that's just how I feel. They can definitely go bullish though. They could definitely go bullish. Like, I'm pretty sure, dang, this thing's about to call for is under the RSI line like this. It's hard for me not to want to sell that. 4-hour time frame hasn't been called yet. It's hard for me not to want to sell. Yeah, I would not have traded this either. But yeah, these cryptos, to me personally, they look like they're gonna keep falling. So I'm selling Ripple. I'm gonna get into this Bitcoin sell as well. Dang, I'm in a lot of trades though. No cap. Let me see what this is talking about. Yeah, that's why S&P is kind of iffy to me, but I'm still gonna see what it's gonna look like when it gets to 44,057. Just going over to the GBPs, because I know GBP JPY one entry played my life. Wait a minute, that's weird. I don't have anything drawn up. Where's my drawing for GU? There we go. That was so weird. Alright, so GU is basically at my entry for this swing trade that I'm in. It's been annoying. It keeps coming back up to this 71% and rejecting off of it. So it makes me feel like it's going to come up to 1.39073 before dropping. But I'm still going to hold my sell. Like, it's at my entry. Nothing's going on too crazy for me to, like, want to get out. I mean, if you would, current price action is not in favor for the sells though, I'll tell you that much, and it looks like price might keep going bullish. However, from this high that price came to where it's currently at, it is definitely at a place where you can sell at the 71%. Right now, from this high to this low, the retracement, it's at the 71%. Price did push up a little higher, but it never came to hit where I would put my stop loss at. So yeah, I'm going to hold this trade. And I mean, taking price down to 1.37430 would not be a bad idea if you want to get like on an intraday type of play. I'll do this. That might be a decent play for you. Hide. And have a stop loss like at 1.38930 or something like that. If you're looking for a GU sell, that's what I would play at least right now. I might even get into I'm in enough trades. I'm in enough trades as is, no cap, and I'm gonna hold those. So let's see what happens with GU. Sorry, I didn't go on arbitrage. 1 hour time frame called for the buy, but I would not have played that. I would definitely not have played this. I mean, retraced right there, but nah, I probably wouldn't have played it. Daily time frame looks like it might call for a buy, but the weekly time frame, that weekly, you want to still watch for it. I'm still very much feeling bearish on GU. That's why I'm holding my sell more than anything. And it's at a good entry spot for both an intraday and like a swing trade. So it's like, take the trade, in my opinion. Why not? All right, GA keeps doing the digital dash to the upside. I am so mad I didn't get into this. I'm not gonna lie. But now that I'm seeing price coming up to the supply zone like this, I'm not so certain if I want to try to sell it. I'm not so certain now if I want to try to sell it, because price did come up here pretty fast, especially for GA standards. Price did come up here pretty fast, but it did break multiple structures. So I want to see some type of slowing down of GA, some price action before I try to sell it. But man, I am upset that I did not buy this. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I'm kind of mad that I didn't buy this, because this is one of the cleaner plays of GA, and that doesn't usually happen. But I promise you, if you go into arbitrage, everything is still bullish on there. In fact, here, I'll just go show you. Weekly bullish, daily. Oh well, daily time frame is definitely not bullish. It's bearish, and it looks like it's gonna keep going bullish though. 4-hour time frame bullish, 1-hour time frame bullish. So yeah, GA definitely was one of those better buy moves right there for sure. It's going over to arbitrage. Oh no, it's going over to GJ. I'm tripping. All right, GJ. Like I said, yeah, this first entry that I had with 60 pips that played my life. It was a good try. I tried it. A 1-to-7 risk reward ratio. I tried it for sure. I'm glad I didn't try to get into a third entry, because I was thinking about it, but I was like, you know what? Let me take my ass to bed. But GJ, for this swing, this is something that you definitely want to be careful with. Right now, I'm not really caring for the price action, but I don't also want to get out of a trade early. It is currently negative 56 pips. You're risking 155. So if you close a trade right now, then you'd be closing 1/3 of what your potential loss would have been. So that's not a bad thing, you know. So if you were like risking $1,000, then you would be losing 300 and something off of this, and that's not terrible, you know. But you know, it could definitely just be a stop hunt, and then price ends up going bearish, because like I said, I'm looking for GU to keep falling, and if GU keeps falling, more than likely GJ is gonna fall as well. But as of right now, I would not like hold it against you if you like try to not be in it, no cap. So let's see what happens with GJ though. GJ definitely looks like it's gonna keep going bullish though. It doesn't look the greatest for a sell. Daily time frame doesn't look that great, but like I said, that could be a stop hunt and price could fall. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it's not looking the greatest. I would love it if this candle closed like this. If it kept going even lower, yeah, it looks like it might be a stop hunt, guys. It looks like that might be a stop hunt, but we'll see what the rest of the day entails. Rejecting at the second deviation like that, I love to see it. I want to see that keep falling, but everything is bullish on GJ right now. Oh, the candles are just about to call for a buy. Yeah, GJ is a very risky sell right now, but the way how this 1-hour candle is looking like it's printing out, I would really love for it to just keep going bearish. But I mean, in my opinion, if it goes any higher than 152.772, skedaddle, like get out the trade. That's what I'm gonna do, at least. So let's see what happens. And last but not least, going over to EG. All right, so EG, I had mentioned I wanted to see this move happen on EG where this came to these fib zones and reject. I did not want to see EG keep going any lower, because if it does go any lower, that means that GPUSD and GPJPY are more than likely gonna keep going bullish, right? So that's why I'm saying I wanted to see this fall. This has been rejecting nicely off of this zone, and you know, I like the wick that I'm seeing on the 4-hour time frame to the downside. It looks like it has 1 hour and 3 minutes left until it closes, but I like the way how it looks. I actually got into this trade, and actually it prices at my entry as 0.85200, but I'm not gonna map that out. I'm just saying it so that if you hear it, you can get in. My stop loss is under these lows at, it's actually where the zone is at, like at 0.84784, right? And the better move that you would want to do is what I have here, is wait for a price to break out to the upside, retest, and then continue going bullish. But that's just my opinion. The way how the 1 hour time frame candles are looking, it looks like it might want to engulf this bearish candle, and that would be all love. There's 2 more minutes left in this candle, so yeah, I definitely want to see EG go bullish, GJ go bearish, GA, I'm watching it, GU to continue to the downside. These cryptos look like they're gonna keep going to the downside, in my opinion. I'm gonna probably get into this after I get off this call. Gold. All right, well, it looks like gold is already, like I said, like gold, it looks like it's breaking out to the downside. It's either A, gonna stop out, or B, continue to the downside. Let's see what happens. Tacos, I'm not trading it. USDMXN looks like it is coming, SPX is coming into this 4,457 zone. So this is where I'm probably going to be looking for buys, and I'm probably going to set my stop loss under these lows. AUD USD look like it wants to keep falling maybe. Let's see. UCHF is still just waiting to break out. And EU, I want to see this keep falling. So if anybody has any other pairs they want me to look at, let me know. Does it look like it? GJ, I need you to fall. Nothing else? I'm really interested to see what gold does, but like I said, I should have gone in right here, or even right here. I should have. All right, well, that's the case. I am gonna skedaddle up out of here, y'all. Thanks for hopping on. I do appreciate it.